and today we will present our report of the evaluation of the Philippines Constitution. In this discussion, we will explore the Constitution has changed throughout different periods of Philippines history, and now this development have shaped our government and society. So now, I'm Zasha Esparat and I will read the introduction and the Constitution of Biak Nabato. Introduction. The Constitution is defined as a set of fundamental principles established precedents according to which a state or other organization govern. This word itself means to be a part of whole, the coming together of distinct entities into one group with the same principles and ideas. These principles define the nature and extent of government. 1897 Constitution of Biak Nabato. The Constitution of Biak Nabato was the provisional constitution of the Philippines Republic during the Revolution, proclaimed on November 1, 1897 by the Philippine Revolutionary Government. It was based on Cuban Constitution written in Spanish by Isabelo Artaco and Felix Ferrer, later translated into Tagalog. So, ang Constitution of Biak Nabato ay pansamantalang batas na ginawa noong 1897 sa panahon ng Republika ng Pilipinas sa pamumuno ni Emilio Aguinaldo. Hiniling ng Republika ng Biak Nabato sa Espanya na alisin ang mga Pilipino, bigyan ng katawan ng Pilipinas, payagan ang kalayaan sa relihiyon at pamamahayang, itigil ang pagpapatapon sa mga Pilipino at tiyakin ang pagkapantay-pantay sa batas. Makakasama na dito ang halagang karapatan tulad ng kalayaan sa relihiyon, pamahayag at karapatang makapag-aral.
Good day everyone. My name is Shiny Raquilardo and we will talk about the 1935 Commonwealth Constitution. And also, I will explain its preamble in the simplest way. 1935 Constitution. So, a long time ago, the Philippines was under the rule of Spain. Then after the Spanish-American War in 1898, the Philippines was taken over by the United States. So, many Filipinos dream na magkaroon ng freedom and independence. But the Americans thought na yung country ng Philippines is need pa ng preparation para makapagtayo sa kanilang sarili. So, in 1934, the US passed a law called the Tyding-McDuffie Act. Para to siyang promise. So, ang promise na to is magkakaroon ng independence ang Philippines, but magkakaroon muna sila ng self-practice government for 10 years. So, this period was called Commonwealth. So, to make this practice government real, Filipino had to write their own constitution. So, pinamunuan ito ni Claro M. Recto. A set of rules and law for how the country would govern. So, yung leaders and lawyers and thinkers nag-gathered para ma-form nila yung the 1935 Constitution. So, this Constitution created 3 branches of government. So, the first is a president na magli-lead ng nation. And the second is the National Assembly, or ito na yung mga Senate, and ito na yung mga nagagawa ng law. And the other one is, and the last one na pala is Supreme Court. So, ito yung mga nagpaprotect sa ating justice and people's right. So, finally, in September 1935, the Filipino voted Manuel L. Quezon. Siya yung first president na na-vote here sa Philippines. And kasama niya dito si Sergio Ospeña, which is siya yung vice president natin. First vice president. So, for the first time, Filipino were running their own government. Through the US is still nag-guide sa kanila or watch over sa defense and foreign policy. So the people celebrated kasi na-feel na nila na parang free and nagkakaroon na sila ng independent. The Commonwealth practice years gave Filipino hope, practice, and unity. And after the World War II, in 1946, the Philippines finally achieved full independence, all thanks by stepping stone laid with the 1935 Commonwealth Constitution. So, in the primary source, preamble, the preamble declared that the Filipino people, guided by the divine providence, sought to establish a just and democratic government, promote welfare, secure liberty, and ensure the blessings of independence for the future generation. So, in the 1935 preamble, the Filipino people were starting at a new daily beginning. So, nag-step na sila sa kanilang new beginning and they were no longer under the Spain. And they were preparing na maging free sa America. And the Philippines wanted a government that truly their own. So, they make a promise they promised that the government would stand for justice so that everyone would treat fairly, liberty so that the Filipino would live freely, and democracy so that the people would have the power to choose their leader. And that solemnly promise, the dream and vision for the nation become the preamble of the 1935 Constitution.
So, good day, ma'am. I will explain the topic that is assigned to me. I'm Rebecca Joy Custodio. The topic that is assigned to me is the preamble of the political constitution in 1899. So, the Malolos Constitution in 1980 declared that the power comes from the people, not from the king or colonizer. And the government must give the people justice, people freedom, and also take care of the people welfare. It shows here that Filipinos wanted a free and democratic country. But even though they had a good vision, but it's not used because it's not fully used because Spain in 1898, Spain already transferred the Philippines to the U.S. in the Treaty of Paris, and this led the Philippines-American War. So the Filipino couldn't operate normally. In short, the Malolos Constitution showed Filipinos independent, but it was not fully implemented because U.S. took control. The 1935, the Commonwealth Constitution, when Spain lost the Philippines, the United States of America controlled the country. So, at the first, U.S. soldier ruled, but later on, normal civil government created. Then the America slowly prepared several laws for the Philippines for independence through several laws. We have the three laws. Which is the first is the Philippines Organic Act 1902. This law created the Filipino making body and gave basic right to the Filipino. The second is Jones Law of 1916. This law promised that the Philippines could become independent once it led a stable government. So the third is citing MC Duffel of 1934. This allowed Filipinos to create their own constitution. Because of this year in 1935, Constitution was written through a constitutional was written the theory of this was written by Claro M. Recto. In short,
What's up everyone? Good day everyone. Before we proceed to the topic, let me introduce myself first muna guys. So I'm Silverio Sigado. Today I talk about a vital moment in the Philippine history, the 1987 Constitution, the charter that guides our government. My report will cover its historical background and key features po in the structure of our government. So first po, historical context, post-martial law. After the EDSA Revolution, President Corazon Aquino faced a choice after the 1935 Constitution, amend the 1973 Constitution, or create a new one. She was a new Constitution reflecting the Filipino people's hopes. In 1986, the Provisional Freedom Constitution was implemented while a group drafted the Tournament 1987 Constitution ratified on February 2, 1987. And second is structure of government general setup. The Philippines is democratic republic with three equal branches. Branches daw po. First is executive and legislative and judiciary. First, ano nga ba ang executive? The President as head of state and government serves as single six-year terms, martial law. Can only last 60 days unless extended by Congress or the Supreme Court po. And second is legislative. Congress is bicameral, Senate 20% terms and 6 years term. And House of Representatives, district and party list. They make laws, approve budgets, and can override with votes with 20 votes. And the last is judiciary. The Supreme Court, 15 justice and tower courts and review laws, petitions and major cases. Justice are appointed by the President, by judicial and by council nominees. And four, and next, independent commission and other office. Independent bodies includes CSC, government employees, Comelec and election, ombudsman, public official misconduct, and sandigan ng bayan, corruption cases. Amendments to the Constitution can be done through as con of people initiative. On my conclusion po, guys, the 1987 Constitution restored democracy, established checks and balance, and protects public throughout independence body. It truly reflects the Filipino people's will after martial law. Maraming salamat po sa pakikinig sa aking presentation po tungkol sa 1987 Constitution. Sana po ay mas nilindihan natin kung paano niya itatag ang ating government, ang mga powers at checks and balance, at ang kalagahan na ito. Independent bodies sa ating bansa. And I'm be happy to answer them. Maraming salamat po. Edit. Thank you.